hives to see if we need to add any extra honey supers. Today we are only using 3 tools: the frame spacer, the hive tool, and the smoker. Before we get into the beehives, we have to get the smoker ready. Here we are using straw for the fuel, but you can use anything natural that puts off smoke, like pine needles, leaves, burlap, or smoker fuel from a bee supply place. Not touching the hot stuff.
We don't need much because we're just going to check.
Do you burn your hands doing this?
Okay, go ahead and close it up. It's not hot. Push down hard. Give it a few puffs. Puff it a bunch of times. There you go, good smoke. Okay. Alright, you can cut on. Alright, let's get suited up.
It's for me to get stung by one of those guys.
Alright.
And I know a lot of them are all guys.
No, most of them are girls. Alright, come on over here. 2 puffs of smoke in front of the hive.
Will the bees not like it?
No, they'll be fine right in front of the hive. Get a little closer. There you go. And then we're going to put a puff up here. I'm going to pop this lid up, and you need to put a puff inside. You ready? Go ahead. Put a puff. Perfect. We'll give it a second. Nope, that's enough. And we're going to use the hive tool. We're just going to barely pry this lid off. Let me see the smoker.
Be careful.
Sorry.
Will the gloves also protect us from the hot stuff?
Yep, no, a little bit.
Look,
You can videotape all those bees if you want.
they're so cute. Here we are pulling out a few frames from the honey super to see how full they are. These frames were not even close to being full, so we don't need to add another super to this hive. As I hold this frame up, you can see the golden color of the honey, but they are not even close to having this frame full. Now we use a frame spacer because we want to use only 7 frames in this 8-frame box. This makes honey extraction easier. Finally, we replace the inner and outer covers, trying not to squish any bees.
So that colony's not ready for another honey super yet.
Do the bees like this smoker? My dad tells me that bees communicate with pheromones. Bee colonies have special guard bees that are always on the lookout for danger. If one bee senses danger, it sends out an alarm smell to the rest of the bees. The smoke covers these pheromones and tricks the bees into thinking theirs is a fire, and they get distracted, and you have a better chance of not getting stung. They don't know that the bee thinks you're a bad guy. These bees haven't even started putting honey in the top super. On the next hive, I stood near the front of the hive and the bees didn't even seem to mind. Look at how cute. Bees make a special glue called propolis. They use this to seal any small cracks in a hive, and it's also antibacterial. Some colonies make more propolis than others, and you will see my dad has to lift hard on the cover to break the seal. Today was pretty hot. It was 83 degrees and sunny. It feels even hotter in this protective clothing.
I'll reverse this one.
The bottom super on this hive was full, and the second super was getting full. We definitely want to put a third super on it within a few days.
No way. This might be ready for another super. You ready to hold one, Ray?
Yeah. Is it full of bees?
It's full of bees and honey. Heavier than the last one.
Wow.
Come here. Turn and face mommy. Hold the tabs like I said, okay?
This frame was completely full of honey and it was heavy. These bees have not capped this honey yet, so it's not ready for us to harvest. It's heavy.
Alright.
Just make it quick!
Don't let go of it until I tell you, okay?
Good job.
Just wait. Might have to hold one more.
Careful, honey, you're sliding it forward.
Yeah, this isn't very heavy yet. We're just getting...
Pretty white wax.
Capped honey right here. Okay, Ray, you ready to hold one? This one's going to be really heavy. This one's full and capped. Are you ready?
How heavy?
Heavy.
It's partially capped.
Is it heavy for you? Oh yeah. It should be full of honey.
Okay, hold the tabs and hold it. Do not drop that.
You can see the white wax cappings over the honey on most of this frame. Once the bees get the moisture content of the honey down to the correct level, they cap it. When the frames have all of the honey capped, it's ready for harvest. The time it takes to get the moisture content right depends on your local climate. Every frame in this bottom super was completely full of honey. This super alone has about 35 to 40 pounds of honey. Wow! Here's one of our honeybees visiting Clover. It's the end of May 2020 here in North Carolina. We currently have 5 colonies and we're in our 4th year of beekeeping. Please check back for more videos and you'll see the progress of our wildflower area. Okay, today we are only going to be needing 3 tools. The smoker, the hive tool, and the
Frame spacer.
frame spacer.
Let's try it again.
What are you asking them?
What's all this fuss about? Dad said there was a bunch of bees. What?